because that's how you learn, right?
That's
You
how you
learn
learn,
to fucking get out. So for me, I feel like on from my own perspective, I feel like I always learn more from like flow rolling. And I mean like actual flow rolling, not the guy at the gym who's like, yo, you want to foam roll?
Yeah,
And
the
then
actual
get
flow.
double
Yeah.
leg. Like actual, like you're just gliding and moving into positions, catch and release, right? Like you catch a sub, you let it go, you just keep going.
Right.
And you keep moving and you Q&A at the end, right? Like you finish it and then you go back and you think, oh shit, that moment where you caught me in that fucking heel hook, like what could we have done? And just like approaching it more from like a cerebral kind of standpoint versus just like roll like savages and then not question what the fuck just happened. Right?
That's definitely, that's funny that you say that. There's a guy, he's a black belt now. I used to train with up in New York, and he tore out a page of his journal. And one of the things that he put on in his journal was that every time that he trained, at the end of his day of training, he would write 3 things he did bad, 3 things he did good. And then the 3 things that he did bad, he would go immediately and ask a black belt or one of the older guys or one of the professors, like, hey man, I got caught XYZ, whatever. Can you troubleshoot it with me? And he goes, and dude, and I started implementing that. Where like now I kind of like I do cerebral, like I walk through like, what did I do? Oh, my top game was pretty good today. Kind of I was like, oh, my butterflies are pretty good. Ooh, that shoulder crush I did was actually pretty solid. Wow, this guy snatched my neck, like I fucked up there. And then I said, yeah. Then I started, how did I fuck up? Did I turn into him? Was he just beating me to the chase? I start running the movie in my mind. So it's like I'm fighting, but in my mind, going through the fight like in slow-mo, play-by-play action kind of type of thing. And I feel like my jiu-jitsu exponentially grew by just sitting down and thinking like, what did I do good? What did I do bad? And how can I avoid it in the future? Or how can I amplify the good?
Because you're practicing learning. I was just listening to the Segundo podcast with like Craig Jones and they had Josh Barnett on there.
Okay.
And Josh Barnett asked Craig like, oh, what is it like having cameras running 24/7 in the gym? Because you know they have like the YouTube channel and stuff.
Yeah.
And Craig says in the first 3 months it was a little weird because nobody wanted to get caught. But now nobody gives a fuck, right? Everybody rolls free and you do it. And Craig made a comment of something like, don't quote me, but he said something like, now I can watch all my rolls. And because I can watch all my rolls, I can see what I'm doing well and what works and what doesn't work well. So now he's, that brain is constantly just like, oh shit, this is the position that I can work, right? And that's what we were both off camera, we were talking about it. Like, jiu-jitsu now is way different than it was like 40, 50 years ago because how much you can see, how much you can learn. And the invention of the internet is fucking crazy. Like, I can learn from Craig Jones from my living room.
What changed the game was 2020, man. The BJJ Fanatics went from like kind of a DVD company to like a DVD company.
Yeah, video streams.
Video, yeah.
You have Jiu-Jitsu X from Legion, like
but it was like just a beautiful, but like the 2020, that's one thing that I must admit that came out positive from 2020 was that the jiu-jitsu people were like, yo, now it's time to make money online. And they came out with, dude, every single black belt like on the planet came out with like a tutorial.
You practice from your living room, some friends of yours that do jiu-jitsu. Yeah, that's my place. I got some mats.
Now I have drilling partners that literally I have my drilling partner, he clips the tutorial like into little pieces, puts it up on Google Drive, and I just, when I'm traveling or whatever, I have it playing in the background. So I may not be paying attention, but I'm paying attention. Yeah. So I just have it like little 10-second here, 20-second here, and then at the end of the week, we just drill it. So I have it playing throughout the week where it's just running over and over and over and over again in my brain. And then I actually practice it at the end of the week. But that didn't exist. 3 years ago, that didn't exist.
It would have been impossible.
It would have been impossible.
And that's what changes the whole game for like what we were saying earlier. Like if somebody's been doing jiu-jitsu since they're 4 and now they're like 16 years old, they're manhandling grown-ass men.
Yeah.
100%. Like if they had really good instruction, they had good coaching, it's like a competition 16-year-old guy who's like high level. He's mangling people who just started doing jiu-jitsu who are like 28 years old, who are grown-ass men, and they have a sizable strength difference. They still get manhandled, by a 16-year-old kid because the kid just knows, and moves.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked that clip. And if you'd like to see another clip, please go here. Or if you'd like to watch the full episode, you can also go here.